What's going on, guys? Coach Steve here from FlexLX, the #1 online personal training business on how to lose weight in the beautiful Finger Lakes area. Today we're going to be talking about this conjugate method. But before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And press that notification button. It's either, I think, depending on where the video is and how it's set up, it's either here or somewhere here. I'm not too sure, right? Anyways, if you followed my last video and watched it, we were talking a little bit about, well, of course, fat loss, right? It's something that I'm going to be doing in the next 3 months, is trying to look good, but not being super skinny. That's not what I'm here for. We're trying to build a beautiful frame because, I mean, everybody wants to look sexy, right? Just throwing that out there. Everyone wants to look good. You want to take off your shirt. You want to have abs. You want to do all that stuff. But in order to do that, you have to gain muscle first. So that's what this whole experience is going to be. So you guys get to follow me. I also have one of my friends. He's going to be working out with me as my client and stuff. And we're going to be digging down deep as far as strength building, bodybuilding, and cutting. So you get to follow along with us. And it is awesome. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is, of course, following this, the conjugate method, made very famous by Westside Barbell, and the originator of that being Simonsayz. This guy's a legend, the myth. Like, it is awesome. You know, I follow him on Instagram, and you know, he breaks things down. He's a very smart guy. So make sure you follow Simonsayz as well as Westside Barbell, because you're going to find some incredible information from them. This is what we're doing here. I'm going to break it down a little bit more in the next couple of weeks. Pretty much the whole idea is breaking things down into 2 different steps for your strength building or building your foundation. You have your maximum effort days, and then you have your dynamic effort days, right? So your maximum effort days is going to be like lifting your heavy weights. But you're not necessarily going to be doing your squats, your bench press, your deadlifts. You're not going to be doing them the regular way, right? Because what ends up happening is, if you're constantly trying to hit a new PR for those workouts, eventually your central nervous system is going to just be beat. You're going to be actually doing less weight than what you're originally trying to go for, and then you're going to be stressed out. What this allows us to do is do separate forms or different variations of that specific routine in order to eventually lift heavier for that main lift. So instead of just doing like a barbell bench press, we're going to be doing like reverse grip bench press, or floor presses, things like that, certain variations, and still trying to hit either a 3 rep max or a 1 rep max, depending on how you're feeling that day, right? So that's the whole idea. That's for the maximum part of it. And then the dynamic days, that's the fun part. We're going to be doing less weights for those specific main exercises. So instead of doing those variations, you're actually going to be doing the barbell press or the squats or the deadlifts, but you're going to be using resistance bands or chains depending on what you have. And that's going to be more of like your explosive work, right? So the whole idea is the science. We're going to be increasing our force. Force equals mass times acceleration. Mass being, of course, lifting heavier weights. The acceleration is how fast and how explosive you can do those workouts. So that's where the maximum and dynamic days comes. I'm not going to break it down too much. Today was chest day, so you get to see how we're able to set up the bands for our bench press. Our rack, it's a beautiful antique, so it doesn't necessarily have like the bars at the bottom that you can wrap some of the bands in. Some of the newer or better, more expensive racks actually have something that you can tie all the bands to it. So that way you won't have to worry about the beautiful way that I rigged it. Anyways, guys, here's a video of how I set up my workouts, and I'm going to kind of break it down as far as what I ended up doing. Let me explain to you guys what we actually did today. We did 10 sets of 3 reps for our 45% of our 1 rep max. We're trying to do this quick, all right? We're trying to do this very, very fast with really no breaks. On top of that, we also did a superset. So we did close grip push-ups. So real quick, let me explain to you what we did for our workouts. We did 10 sets, 3 reps of our 45% of our 1 rep max for bench press. Then we did some close grip push-ups. So we did a superset. 3 reps of this, right after 3 reps of this, and then we go right back into it until we finish up with those 10 sets, right? The good thing is that it's lighter weight, so it's kind of like a cardio in a way, right? You're burning fat, you're trying to get things done really fast. So I'm telling you, it's brutal, especially when you're doing this with the bands and everything like that. It's amazing though, and you guys are gonna watch the video. You're not really gonna be able to see me do the push-ups, but we did it. It was fun, it was a blast, and well, here we go.